the millions and millions of people on the planet Starfield, or on one of the 1,000 planets of Starfield.
Ooh,
Yes, yes, it's a lot of planets. I feel
a
like it's too
lot.
many. I feel like they
Yeah.
could have cut that in half and made it more lively. I don't. I mean,
Yep.
we don't know what the planets look like yet, but usually, if they are copying No Man's Sky, then it's gonna be empty planets for the most part, right? Was it? Because I'm
Yeah.
gonna be honest. I looked at No Man's Sky.
I've played No Man's Sky.
I looked at. I'm trying. So here was the thing. I wanted to just pick it up just because. Just because
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it was gonna be cheap and everything. You know how many videos I looked at No Man's Sky, and I was just like, you know what? This game seriously needs its own Dark Vader, or maybe some lightsabers, maybe some people to shoot at. It was just like, okay, we're gonna harvest something here or there, and then there'll be like a lightsaber, not a lightsaber. Then it'll be just like a random Jurassic Park thing that's usually small that you would shoot at, or maybe you shoot at a drone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't.
So I had played the early version of No Man's Sky before they made it better, and I played the later version of No Man's Sky. Uh, and a lot of it is empty. So it's a to me a chill sort of game. You're just kind of like going planet to planet, collecting resources. If you see a new animal that like hasn't been put into your Rolodex yet, that you can name it. And what's cool is in the newer version, when you play with other people, if you were the first person to see that alien, you name it, and then that name appears for everybody else as well. Uh,
Okay, so you like
but you get to
Adam?
kind of like,
You space
yeah,
Adam.
you get to space at them for sure.
You
but
space Adam. Name
you
animals.
get like some space combat and things like that. And I mean, it's okay. It's one of those like I'll throw this on for like an hour or two because I don't really feel like playing anything heavy, and then like that's it. Uh so looking at that Starfield trailer, I will say from the people like from like the point of view of saying it looks like No Man's Sky, I don't mean that in a bad way or saying that like the whole this is just No Man's Sky for Xbox or something like that. It looks like what No Man's Sky thought it was going to be. Uh that's what it looks like to me. Like it's you have your mining, you're going planet to planet,
Right.
uh, but then the combat looks better. And you actually get to shoot at other people, things like that. The world that they showed off looks lived in. Uh like there's things there, right? There was nothing that felt empty. Um, but like you said, with them having like 1,000 planets or whatever, uh, that concerns me because I don't want them to just be the same. Like I feel like that's what ends up happening is you're gonna get like
They
4 or 5
just
planets that are just
change
there
the
to be there.
color, maybe, and yeah, like they
Yeah, like I'd
reskin.
rather a solid like 20 planets that are like fully detailed because they even said you can land on any part of the planet, so it's like it feels somewhat different from any of them when you land on different parts of the planet. I don't want it to just look the same.
I feel like they probably will be about 80 to 90% the same, and then the difference would be that they'll reskin whatever the animal is in the planet, and they will change the color of the atmosphere as well as the ground, like slightly, like
Okay.
ever so slightly, and they probably might have it in some sort of randomizer, and then just like how many different different planets you can have. Like they might have it where it's like it fills up the amount you could possibly have altogether, almost like probability for anybody who knows math. Like it's like they'll have this many planets and this many possibilities, and then they'll just like, okay, since we got this many possibilities here, and we can like auto re-scan it or auto, I don't know how to say it, but I don't think that they designed them one by one. I really
Okay.
don't. I think it's set up where it's almost like a skinned over thing, similar to how games do the DLCs where they might mirror the world and then like change the actual NPC like a reskin
Yeah.
or a mod. I think it's gonna be something like that, and then they're known for having Bethesda. They're known for having people mod their games, and so they probably feel like okay, the community will mod each planet,
Uh,
and then everybody would play that because like Skyrim right now, nobody's playing the original version of Skyrim. Like everybody's got some form of a mod that they've done or the community have done that makes it more shinier or Macho Man Dragon or any little thing. Like they the ones who did that, and it's like
oh yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's like, okay, you could have your whole section that's actually Star Wars, your whole section that's Star Trek, your whole section that's Power Rangers in space, your whole section that's Guardians in the Galaxy. You know what I'm saying? And then
Okay,
once you
that
finally
might be
didn't,
real lit though.
yeah,
That's
and
gonna be
then by
real
the
lit.
time you done the entire thing, then all the planets are alive, and then the game is really popping like 5 6 years from now because the community did it. That's what I
Okay.
think is gonna happen. But bare bones is like I don't know because somebody gonna make one of them Jurassic Park, and then you
Uh
go
huh.
go in there, and then it'll be 200 300 gigs, and you gonna go in there and put all the mods in there. You know what I mean?
Yep. I
Did
really
you,
want to be proven wrong on this, but like you're probably right.
yeah, I mean, because I don't see them doing. I could see them still doing their main story and then their side stories here and there, like the voiceovers and stuff like that. But as far as just the actual in game, I really think they just reskin stuff because the characters did look a little rough. As much as I don't want to admit it, it looked a little rough.
Yeah,
Where
I consider that like it's early though. Like I don't think that's how it's gonna look for final project.
yeah, I mean, well, they were supposed to. I guess Sarah Bond was talking about how the showcase was featuring games that was going to be released within the next year. So June to June, so that means they have till June, right? Unless they
Okay.
delay it again. So I don't know. I don't know, but it didn't look terrible. It looked like a lot of people I think that complain about it is like people who would still play, like old games and stuff anyway. But it is supposed to be next gen. Um, but as far as Starfield for itself, I'm still looking forward to playing it. It did have its parts where it looked a little rough, but I don't think that it's going to be bad in the long run, but it is because of all the mods, because of everything I just said, the Back to the Future planet, whatever. There's gonna be
Yeah.
people gonna do all of it. They're gonna do Jurassic Park on the planet. They're gonna do all of it, and
Yeah.
then it will be like you have to dedicate like part of your whole PC hard drive to it. But you'll have the greatest game of all time almost because it'll be all these different things that they don't have a license for. Um,
That's all you need.
because that makes me want to get it on PC actually for that
Yeah,
reason.
that's my plan. Oh, well, as you know, I don't have an Xbox, so that's my plan. I plan on getting it on PC.